At Kingdom Training, we use the statement, living a God-centered life without religion. And my favourite part about that saying is the look on the face of most people when when they hear it, because God is so naturally equated to religion. And that most people don't realise that religion and God, while religion is certainly a signpost to God and a devotional of humanity to God, is not God direct. And that God may be known and experienced directly outside of the path of religion, and that people all around the world have an authentic and true experience of God, and that they know that that is God, without any exposure or experience to mainstream or organised religion at all. And so we help people understand a little more of the living God, of what God means in daily life and within our heart, within humanity and within all of us. That is a very practical and a very knowable element and aspect of all that we have around us and all that we do. God for us in our life is the one thing that unites all of us. It is the common thing within all of us. We talk about unity and we talk about oneness a great deal, but we often talk about this sort of theoretically. We don't really experience what that means. An experience of oneness is very different to talking about it theoretically. A true experience of oneness will never be forgotten, and it is an experience of sincere unification of all beings. And when that perspective has been included and maintained, it cannot often be forgotten. And so we begin to work with people around this experience, and starting to have this experience of inclusion and of oneness, or what we call us-ship. And by us, we are referring to all of us, every one of us on the planet. So looking at our language and examining some of the words that we use, of course, on an individual basis, I have I or me and you. And so there is an I and there is a you. And together, it is we. And together, it is we. But there is a higher word than we. There is a greater, more unifying word than we, and that is us. So when does we become us? We becomes us in the face of something greater than all of the we combined. As soon as something is in the position to influence or redefine humanity as a whole, once we become a humanity, humanity's response to anything will be that of us, humans. Our humanity is our us-ship. Our humanity is the one thing that we are and that we have in common. All of us have our humanity in common. It is what we are. And I would have you consider what we mean by humanity as a direct expression and reference to God within. Humanity is expressed and means many things, and it's very easy to be delighted in and to love on the most beautiful parts of humanity, of love and creativity and joy and fun and all of those aspects of humanity. But there are many other parts of humanity, and that we don't like those parts. The horror, the violence, the depression, the hatred, the murder, all of those things. That's all part of us too. But we don't like that part of us. And some of us will say, well, that's not really a part of me, you know. But of course it is, and we all know that that's true. There is a saying that everyone is capable of anything, and that's really all that means. We are referring to the scope of the fullness of our humanity, because we are all humanity. That truly is the way that we explain God and may see God in the face of everybody that we meet. And to see God in the face of humanity is to translate and transcend those aspects of humanity that are not wholly good and wholly in the service of God as we know God as love.